is it me that you want? Me that you want?
What's up, guys? It's your girl Alexandra Gabrielle back with another YouTube video. And today I have my handsome baby father. It's been hectic, you know, trying to maintain YouTube and like the fact that we got a child that's actually here. So that's why I haven't, you know, recorded. But in my last video, what I did, babe?
That was the diaper bag.
Yeah, / hospital bag. So I showed y'all what I put in my hospital bag, what I was gonna take, whatever. And a lot of that stuff was useful, wasn't it? But we didn't even use that. We didn't even use nothing but the clothes, really. So
because they provided everything at the hospital.
The useful things were my clothes and her clothes, so I really didn't need nothing. Like, I really didn't even need a bag for her, but it did come in handy because after I left the hospital, I came straight here and I needed all of that stuff. As you guys can tell by the title, this video is going to be a labor and delivery story time. Anyways, I didn't get to record when I was in labor because it went so quickly. It went by so fast and I didn't even get to record. So
we got a clip.
We got some clips, like when she was coming out, when she was getting weighed, right? Yeah, we got clips and videos, so we're gonna insert some of them towards the end or as we go. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, YouTube. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Alexandra Gabrielle back with another YouTube video, and today is gonna be my labor and delivery vlog. That's my grandmother, that's my mom, that's my brother, those are my cousins, and my niece is in the car. So my water broke like 30 minutes ago, and now we about to go to the hospital. I'm not having no pain or contractions yet, but I'll let y'all know when I do. So stay tuned for the vlog. Y'all see me pretty and cute right now, but I'm gonna be in pain later. I'll give y'all some updates and like when I get to the hospital. Bye. The first event that happened was me thinking my water broke. And it was about 9:30ish. Yeah, 9:30ish. I got out of bed because at what time did I have a doctor's appointment? At 3 o'clock, right? At 3 o'clock I had a doctor's appointment, so I was like, and then I was supposed to stay over his house like for a few days, so I was getting up and I had to pack my bag, I had to take a shower, do my makeup. I take long doing that, so that's why I got up extra early. And when I got up, I was at my dresser, and then I just felt like it was like my panties were like real soaked, not wet, but like soaked. And then that wasn't normal, so you know me, I was like, did my water break? I walked in the bathroom and I checked, and it was like a puddle, like it was like a lot, like how you pee on yourself. Stop looking at me. You can look at me through the screen. So you know how you pee on yourself and it's like a puddle, but it was like a bigger puddle than like, you get what I'm saying? It was like I peed on myself, but I didn't feel it. So I went in the room and I asked my grandma to look at it and see, like, cause I didn't know nothing. And she checked it and she was like, oh yeah, that's your water broke, whatever. So we all got ready, we was all hyped, whatever. So we made our way to the hospital and we met him and his mama at the hospital. And we was there for like a few minutes, and then they had took me in the room And they watched me for like 20 minutes. So y'all, I'm at the women's center, and right now they're just watching me, and my doctor is supposed to come here and see, like, you know, if my water broke. Yeah, I know my water broke because it was a whole bunch of fluid, and it didn't smell like nothing. And there's baby daddy, but it's going by slow. I'm not feeling no pain or nothing yet. And oh, I can't show. Okay. Uh-oh, you seen that? See? I got the things hooked up to my stuff. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not feeling no pain. And she said I'm having contractions, but I can't feel them right now. And I'm trying to read the Bible. You can't tell me to shut up. Oh. But y'all, I look a hot mess right now. But that's it. That's all that's going on. Oh yeah, I'm still 2.5 centimeters. We got a long way.
A very long way to go. So,
come back with updates later. Say bye.
Alright.
You gotta put your hand over the camera.
Bye.
And then they checked to see if my water broke. And at first she was like, oh yeah, that was your water that broke. Remember? She told me my water broke, and then I was excited. And then my doctor came in, and my doctor checked, and she was like, that wasn't your water. You probably, you know, peed on yourself, or it was probably like heavy discharge or something like that. And I was like, okay. Like, I had an attitude.
First they was gonna let you leave, and they said go to the doctor's appointment just to make sure nothing was happening.
I was supposed to go to my doctor's appointment, but I didn't feel like it.
And you ended up staying for the ultrasound.
Yeah, I had to get an ultrasound. And basically they was gonna check to see if my water break. Like, you could check your
fluid.
Your fluid level. You could check your fluid level, and mine was normal, like no fluid left. So they sent me home. We got back here. I ate my taco, and then I took a nap. I don't know, what was you doing?
I was asleep.
Okay, we was both asleep, I guess. I had woke up, and then we was just chilling, and then you know, his brothers and stuff was in here. We was talking and stuff, and like when we was talking, I was like, ow, like it was a pain, like it hurted and it felt different. And then I took out my phone, and then I was like, I think these are real contractions. So I started timing them, and they was like 5 minutes apart. I had like 3, and they was all like 5 minutes apart, and they all lasted like for a minute, like a minute and 30 seconds, I think. Yeah, I thought I had to use the bathroom. I was like, babe, I gotta do. And so I went to the bathroom, and I was just on the toilet, like I was pushing, because I thought that I had to, you know, poop. So I was on the toilet, and I was like, there's nothing coming out, like, and then I was wiping, because I was getting ready to get up. I started wiping, and I was having a contraction. And then, like, I told Bae, I was like, I showed you the blood, remember?
Yeah. Then you called your mama, and she was like, call the ambulance because there was nobody here. My mom had left for the night.
When I was bleeding, y'all, I was on the floor, like, that junk hurt so bad, like, and then I was bleeding on the floor and stuff, and he didn't know what to do. Like, you called your mama first, and then...
No, because you already called your mama. So I had called my mama. And then I
No.
thought she was going to be able to come back.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was going to come back. And then she was like, she always gone. So I was like, dang, she was just like, just call the ambulance and I'm going to meet y'all at the hospital. So I called the ambulance and they was like, don't let her push, don't let her sit on the toilet.
And I was on the toilet when they was telling me.
Exactly. So I had to tell her to get off the toilet.
And then that's when you took me back in the room. And then I was, you know.
Still hurting. And then we heard the sirens and stuff. So we had made our way downstairs. And she was sitting on the couch. Because I thought the ambulance was outside, which they was. But my house like on the corner. So the driveway on the side of the house and the front door is like on the opposite side of the driveway. So when I opened the door and looked out, I seen a fire truck. So I didn't think the ambulance was there yet. But I had walked out some more and I looked to the right and the fire truck was like the ambulance was by the garage instead of the front door. So I had told her to come on. I got her water bottle. I got the diaper bag and stuff. And then we had made our way into the ambulance. And I tried to sit in the back with her, but they was like, you can't be in the back. They made me sit in the front in the passenger seat. But I was like, what? And then some of y'all seen when I was on live. I was on her live. And then everybody was like, what's going on? What's going on and stuff. They was like, oh my God, she in labor.
But when I was in the back of the ambulance, like, they was putting IV in me. They was putting IV in me. And, like, that was so annoying because, like, I was having contractions when they was sticking that needle in me. And then they had to stay there. Like, they couldn't take it out. And then they was asking me all these questions and I could barely talk. And then it was like, ma'am. And I was like, this junk hurt. And so, like, I was annoyed already because they took him from back there. They said he couldn't sit back there. And so, yeah. And then they waited for a minute before we left. And I was like...
Exactly. We were sitting there for about 2-3 minutes before we even got to pull off.
He was like, I'm trying to see if you really in labor. I'm trying to see how far apart your contractions are. And he was like, they only 4 minutes apart. It's not that bad. I was like...
How do you know? You're a whole dude.
Right. And then it was all men back there with me. Like, and then, like, that's what made me, like, uncomfortable. Because it was, like, three of them back there. And he was in the front. So I was like... But, yeah. We got to the hospital. And we was just, like, we had to register. And...
They had us sitting there. We had to re-register. She had to go in a small room while she having contractions already and fill out papers.
And then before, like, she was like, the lady was like, your room is ready, da-da-da-da. But she was stopping and she was talking to your mama.
Exactly. She was talking to us about her and her life and all this. I was like, lady, my girlfriend finna have this baby.
I was like...
And then they took her in the room where they... track your contractions and stuff.
And then like 5 minutes later, I had to get right back up and go into labor and delivery. Exactly. But my contraction paper was like going like real fast because I was having a back to back. And my mama came in there with me and the lady was like, she checked me. And mind y'all, before when I had first left the hospital, I was 3 centimeters. Remember? And then I came back at like 11 when I was having contractions, and they checked me, and she was like, "That's how you have a baby." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "You're 7 centimeters." I was like, "Oh my God!" I was so happy. They checked me 30 minutes later, and they was like, "You're 9.5 centimeters. It's time for you to push." And I was just like. But that's not how it went. Like, I was pushing way before I was 9 centimeters. 9.5 centimeters. I was pushing way before that because it was like, if you feel like you got the urge to push, then push. And I felt like I had the urge to push, so I was pushing. And then, like, while I was pushing, I was kind of like on my knees, on my hands and knees. And then I felt like I felt something, and I knew it was her. I knew it was her head. And so I was like, you remember me saying, I feel something. I was
So
like,
they flipped you over, laid you on your back, and they had to hold the baby head in like this.
and
While
then
she
I was
trying to
like,
push it till the doctor came in the room.
and then that was the only time I yelled. I yelled for like a few seconds, and then
Like 3 seconds.
yeah, and then the doctor came in. She was like, no, you can't do that. She was like, listen to me. Something she was saying.
She was like, listen to me. I'm gonna need you to stay calm, and you can't yell because if you yell, you're gonna crush this baby head and stuff like that. So she had to just stick in there and just push.
So I pushed like a good 3 or 4 times, and then the baby slipped right out, y'all. Like,
Literally.
it happened so quickly, and then y'all, I forgot to tell y'all about
You
this
didn't even
part.
have to stop at the head, the shoulders. You
Yeah,
just
it
pushed
didn't
a
even
couple
go by,
times and
like,
it came right up.
you know how it go by like the head, and then the head gotta come through, and then the shoulders gotta come, and then the body and the feet and the legs and the feet. But it actually went like
Everything
head
at once.
and then shoulder, body, like.
Keep going. Deep breath. There you go. That's on the shoulder. Baby. Hold your baby.
It was just so quick, like, and then I thought I was gonna get an epidural. I was supposed to get an epidural, but the hospital I was at, they moved so I did it all natural, and everybody was saying how good I did and how I handled it so well. And for the moms that's finna have their first child and finna go into labor, the contractions are the worst part. Like, I wanted to fight when I was having contractions. Like, I took all my anger on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the contractions are the worst part. The pushing is not that bad unless you don't have no medication. But for me, it went by quickly, so it wasn't that bad with me. But yeah, that's all that happened. As y'all can see, my stomach gone now. And it took me, how many days it took for my stomach to go down? My stomach, my stomach not done going down all the way, but it's
been like a week.
It's been like a week so far.
That's some change.
It's been good. So yeah, our baby is here. Here she is.
Trying to go
Girl,
to sleep.
wake up, mama. Look at her face. Okay, here she is. She was 7 pounds, 11 ounces, and 20 inches long.
Was it 0?
And all she do is sleep. Look at her.
And eat.
Sleep and eat. But, yeah. We're so in love with her. Okay, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that post notification button to get notified every time I post a video. Bye.